song that we just performed was Jumpin' Jivin' Well. It is a jazz swing song that was written by Louis Prima. In 1956, Louis Prima was known as the King of Swing. He was an American singer, songwriter, and bandleader and trumpeter. Jumpin' Jivin' Well was featured on the debut album of Grammy Award-winning Brian Setzer Orchestra in 1914.
Next we'll be performing The Very Thought of You. This song was written by the English jazz and big band musician Ray Noble in 1934. The song has been sung by many musicians over the years, but one of the most famous is Natalie Cole, the daughter of the famous American singer and jazz pianist Nat King Cole.
And we have a guest vocalist with us here today to sing on this song, The Very Thought of You. And I'd like to welcome to the stage Miss Legenia Settles.
And I forget what to do. Those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm feeling in a sort of daydream. I'm happy as a queen. And going amazing to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just a thought, the very thought, my love. Your eyes and stars of love. It's just a thought, the very thought, my love.
Our next song, All Blues, was composed by American trumpeter, bandleader, and composer Miles Davis in 1959. Miles Davis is among the most influential and acclaimed figures in the history of jazz. All Blues was released on Davis's album, Kind of Blue. The album is regarded by many critics as the greatest jazz record and one of the best albums of all time. Its impact on music, including jazz, rock, and classical genres, has led writers to also view it as one of the most influential albums ever recorded. The album was one of 50 records chosen in 2002 by the Library of Congress to be added to the National Recording Registry. And in 2003, it was ranked number 12 on the Rolling Stones magazine list of 500 greatest albums of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, All Blues.
But I said, just give it a go. Give it a try. The only thing you can really do is give it your best. All right? When you find out if you like it, find out if you're good at it. If you play something you don't like it, try it again until you play something you do like. And then try to make more things like that. So a lot of these students, it's the first time playing these solos, and some of them are making it right there on the spot. All right? And that's called improv. And they're doing such a great job. Let's give it a round of applause. You'll hear many, many more. So once they're done with their solo, let them know you appreciate it. Our next song. Test.
Our next song, St. James Infirmary, is an American blues song and jazz standard that is an important part of the musical repertoire of jazz musicians. St. James Infirmary is often regarded as an American folk song with anonymous origin, but credit for composition was eventually given to Irving Mills, who used the pseudonym Joe Primrose. The song was made famous in 1928 by one of the most influential figures in jazz, the legendary Louis Armstrong.
Next, we will perform Big Noise from Winnetka. This song is a jazz song co-written by composer and bass player Bob Haggart and the drummer Ray Baldock. In 1938, the song was a spontaneous composition created at a restaurant named the Black Hawk that was a venue known for big band music in Chicago. When some of the band members were late getting back from a break, Haggart and Baldock started free improvising while they waited. Big Noise from Winnetka was the result.
Before we introduce our next song, I really want to say thank you to everyone that is here, especially throughout the entire school year and everything, and especially everyone that helped decorate for this amazing, look at all these decorations. The students look great. We got them these white bow ties, these headpieces, the necklaces, and haven't they done a wonderful job tonight? Yeah. And one thing I don't think everyone knows is when I first got to Lafayette, they said, "Oh, and we have a jazz band." I said, "We do." And they said, I said, "When does it meet?" They said, "Sometime in the spring." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, is there an audition process?" They said, "No." I said, "Oh, okay." And so I said, "All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. The audition process is, if you want to make sweet music, come on, and if you don't, don't." This is what we ended up with. Everybody on the stage wanted to be here. No one made them come, unless the parents you did. I don't know any of that. So. But they've enjoyed it. They've had a great time. And we're working on 7, but we just needed one more week. So we ended up with 6 songs and only 14 rehearsals. That's less than 3 business weeks, okay, to pull all of this together. So only 2 days a week for 14 practices, and they were able to pull off this great concert. Let's give them one more round of applause. Sarah Kate Suits with me right here. She's going to introduce our last song.
We close tonight's performance with Georgia on My Mind. Georgia on My Mind was written by Hoagie Carmichael and Stuart Burrell in 1930. It has been often most associated with the famous soul singer from the state of Georgia, Ray Charles. Ray Charles recorded it from his album in 1960 and immediately went to #1 on the Billboard magazine Hot 100. In 1979, the legislature of the state of Georgia voted to make Georgia on My Mind the official state song. So, we hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
test. I'm trying to become more civil and use a microphone. Wow. Wow, that's all I could say. I wanted to do this earlier, but if you can tell, I really get into this. But a few people I'd like to recognize are our two district jazz honor band students who made district jazz honor band this year. Andrew Lemons. If you had a solo at some point tonight, stand, or if you're in the back row, wave your hand. Wave your hand. And of course, I can't recognize them and thank them enough for everything they've done for us over the years, but I'd like for our seniors to stand one more time. If you're recognized, if you're in the back, wave your hand. This has been great. Go ahead and have a seat. Now, is there anyone that's been in jazz, seniors that have been in jazz band since 8th grade? 9th grade? Raise your hand. Just keep your hand up. Yeah. 10th grade? 11th grade? And if this is your first year? All right, let's give them a round of applause. So, like I said, I can't get enough of these guys. They've done a great job, fantastic, out of this world, and probably the largest jazz band you'll ever see. So, let's give them one more round of applause. We've got some closing music for you. Thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you again to Mr. Raines for being here today, Ms. Stoltz and our administration, students for all your time that you volunteered, and parents for everything you've put in to getting these students here when they need to be prepared for this concert.